Right. Hello. Welcome back to another car video. We're currently sat in my mum's new car, so I'm not going to show you the badge right now. I will do in a minute though. So this is the center console we're looking at. This car that mum's got now. So this is a 1.6 Honda Civic VTEC. It's pretty well looked after. It's had one owner from new. There's all of the stuff to tell you what gear you're in, and it's the rev gauge and temperature gauge and everything else. There's the gear selector. It's automatic, so got reverse. Just the red one was that one. You got park, reverse, neutral, drive. You got two drives here. I think this car can tow because it has two drives, or I think one's just. I think this is a 4-speed box, and the VTEC kicks in on this one, and this one's just 3-speed. So if you're not doing motorway stuff, do this one. But we'll probably just end up doing it in this one most of the time, because why not? Again, center console. Here we have an ashtray. It's filled with silica stuff to try and keep the car from fogging up, like my one has. Mine's fogged up because I'm a dimwit and I left the sunroof open, so it leaked. Anyways, back to the Honda. So this lovely wood finished dash. I don't know if it's real wood or fake, but it is all over the car and it looks amazing. As I said, it has one owner from new, so we're the second owner of this car. All of the original stuff is here. So this is the original cigarette lighter. I've just took it out because Mum has a dash cam in the car, which is there. There goes the dash cam. That's the hazards. They work. And they work fine, as you can see. Look, I've got two warnings on the car to tell you they're working. There's the passenger door. Lovely thing. Just need to re-glue it at some point, or just get new door cards. We'll figure that out. These lovely seats, which are really comfortable, with the keys to my car and Mum's. The glove box is just down here, and the passenger footwell. It just opens. It's quite a deep, nice glove box in there. I've put the sat nav for now. The clock, I believe, is the correct time. Well, it's only a minute out, so. But yes, this car is a five-door car, so it has back doors as well. Look, it's the door handle, the rear bench seat, some more car stuff there I've got to sort out. That middle armrest there that I'm pointing at, so it will work. There you go. That actually folds down. That's the landlord's car behind it, the silver one that's butted up against. Ignore that. This car also has a sunroof. Lovely sunroof, and it works. The car starts, first turn of the key, the stereo works fine. Got another little compartment in here. And here's all of the window switches. I think this is a window lock. I'm not 100%, but it came turned on, so I'm just going to leave it on. Then we'll figure out if it is when we take it out for a drive properly. Apart from that, this is a really good car, to be fair. Like I said, it had one owner, so the guy who owned it before us, the old man that owned it before us, bought it from Honda in 1999. So this car is a year older than me, so this car is 24 years old. I'm 23 this year. So this car is 24 years old, and it still starts first turn of the key. I'm not going to start her up right now. I'm going to show you the dash works. There you go, there's the dash all lit up. That's the camera turning on. As you can see, I'll remove the key. The green little flasher up there tells you that the mobiliser's working. Has all your Fang Tango functions. It has air conditioning, ABS, airbags in the steering wheel and in the passenger thing. This is to heat up the window. Oh no, it's just another air vent. So it's got the vents to heat up the window and another air vent. Really bizarre. This is the rear fog lights, which work. And that's to dim the dash if I turn on the lights. There you go, the dash is on, but you can't really see it. I think they need new. Yeah, if I turn the flash off on this, you would probably see Alright, you can see the slight red glow there. Look, that's off, that's on, that's off. And the rest of the car lights up with this dim red glow too, look. Just about to see it through the flash, look. The whole car lights up, so all of this lights up, this lights up. The stereo does work. Only when the key is in the car, obviously. So I'm going to put the key back in the car. I'm going to take the stupid dash cam out, so that way it can... I'm going to turn the stereo down so we don't get done for copyright. But there you go, it's on. So the stereo's on. I believe this is the factory fitted radio. There you go, it's Wave 105. It is tuned in and it is working. Again, I've just turned it down so I don't get told off for having it on. It's a cassette player, this one, so it has a cassette tape holder. So if I move my finger in a correct angle, there you go, there's a cassette holder, look. So you can put cassette tapes in it. Again, apart from that, it's an all-round good car. So it's a 1.6 litre injection. So it's an inline 6 in this. And it says SE on the logbook. So I think this is the 1.6 inline 6 injection, fuel injected sports edition, which is why it has the VTEC engine. But this is a Honda D series engine in this. I thought it was a B series. When matey turned up with it and he told me it was a VTEC, I said, is it the B series Honda engine? Because they're really reliable. And he goes, no, this one's the D series, which is an upgrade to the B series, and they're a little bit more reliable. I said, okay, that's cool. But yeah, there's a slight mold problem in the car. I've come to kill that. I am going to see if we can get a new headliner for the car. I'll look into that. Or I'll just try and fix it, I guess. Doesn't matter if it's not too fixed. It don't really bother me. It won't bother Mum. As long as the car does what it says on the tin. It starts, it drives, does its VTEC. So VTEC's yo, because I've definitely freaking sent it down the road and it definitely hits VTEC yo. Apart from that, that's it. So that's Mum's new car. And obviously everyone knows about my car in the front here. The lovely Citroen Saxo 1.1 Desire. Again, that has... I need to get a dehumidifier in that at the moment, and I need to sort it out. But yeah, this car comes with central locking, so it has a key fob. This car does. And it changes up gears fine. It changes down the gears fine. The brakes need changing, so when Mum buys the brakes for it, the pads for it, I'll show you how to do disc brakes if you don't already know. So you'll be coming along with me for the journey to do disc brakes on the Honda Civic at some point. And then when I get paid, which will be at the end of this month, I'll look into doing some driving lessons. And if I pass my test, we'll take you out and drive in the Civic. Not in the Civic, in the Saxo. I mean, I can take her out and drive on it at the moment, but it's not worth it, not without a proper license. She does run and drive though. She does drive. She changes up the gears fine. It's a fucking reliable little car, that little Saxo is. And when I drove Mum's Civic, I had Mum in the car with me. So, it's okay. Because as long as I have Mum in the car with me, Mum's licensed to drive the car. See, I only have my provisional, so I can only drive with Mum in the car. So I had Mum in this car when I drove this car. And when I bought the Saxo, the day I bought the Saxo, the guy who brought it down for me stayed in the car for me so I could drive it down the road. So I knew it worked. So she does work. I drive her up and down the driveway here because this is private property we're sat on. So I can take her up and down the driveway. As far as she goes, all of the lights work on that apart from the fog lights on the Saxo. So I'll be doing a modification to it if I've got the money. I'll be changing out these rear lights here on the Saxo, and they're going to be going to LED lights. So there's the whole side here that I'm pointing the key at is an LED light, and it's got reverse lights, indicators, and fog light all on this side of the car instead of here. So you have like one big solid light that side. That'll be the same on both sides of the car. Right now, if you really want to look at the registration plate and look her up on the internet, she's on a SORM, so she's statutory off the road, so she can't even drive on the road. She's not allowed. This one, the Civic, we're waiting for the logbook on. Matey's going to do that Monday for us, this Monday coming. So yeah, any updates on the Civic, I'll let you know. And as soon as Mum gets it taxed properly and insured properly, because when the geezer came, the car was taxed and insured in his name. The guy that dropped it off for us, so we took it down the road with him in the car and Mum in the car. So I had Mum in the car and I had the guy who previously owned the car too with me in the car when I took her down the road. And I only took her down the road we live on, which is just this road here. There's not really many people who complain. But yeah, the geezers was happy for me to drive the Civic. Mum was happy for me to drive the Civic. So I had the original owner's permission and the future owner's permission to drive the vehicle down the road with them in the vehicle. So I did. And it drives lovely. She's an amazing little car. And if you're wondering why I drive cars, it's because the more experience I get behind the wheel of the vehicle, the better I'll be in my test. Hopefully, I have some really bad driving habits. Maybe next time, when the car is insured and taxed properly in Mum's name instead of in the old geezer's name, because obviously whilst we're waiting for the logbook at the moment, she's not taxed or insured, that's why she's on the driveway. When it's taxed and insured properly, I'll take her down the road and I'll get someone to hold the phone and they'll come with me on a drive down in the Civic. So obviously Mum will have to be in the car and we'll take her down the road. So yeah, we'll take the little Civic out only down the road and back, do a little video on her so that way you can see it drive. And like I said, maybe one day we'll do, when I pass, we'll do a video on the saxo driving. But I know she works because I took her down the road the day I got her. I should have videoed it the day I got her, and I should have videoed the day we got this. Coming off the guy recovered it here, and then because obviously it was a really long drive, and the car had not enough fuel to do the drive. So as you can see, it has like less than half a tank. And she was going to come all the way from Fareham, so she would have not made it, and he didn't have the money to put in a fuel tank in this car, so he put it on the back of his Transit, which had a full tank of fuel in it, and delivered it here in Transit, and then let us drive it down the road when he got here, so that we knew it worked. But yeah, it was really cool. He come with his son, who actually drove the Transit, and his son was really cool. He bang races these cars, these Hondas, these little Civics. He loves them. He said they're freaking amazing. Anyways, that's it from the Civic. So I'll show you around the outside of the car now. So we're going to get out of the car. So as you can see, we're getting out of the car and struggling because I'm obviously holding the phone. So, shut the door. And as you can see, I'm going to put the key in. There you go, that's central lock on that. Or on the key. That does work on the key fob. As you can see, I've done a minor fix to the car already because it leaked, because it had a moulding. So I've already done a minor fix to the car. Showing you how to do that. I've done some up here as well. So here's the badge, the Civic registration plate, and there's a Honda badge, and down there you go, VTEC. Yeah, there's the rear camera for the dash cam. I fitted that. Should have shown you how to do that too. There's a spider on the car. But yeah, I think our next job on this is to clean it, I believe. So come around the front of the car, it's got the original Honda alloys on it. As you can see, my car's butted right up against it, so the police can't read the front registration plate. And here's my car, and as I said, like, it is misty inside. My car is locked. This door doesn't lock on the central locking at all. So we'll lock that. So here's my BMX in the saxo out the way, and as you can see, look, it's all a bit moist in here at the moment. It smells a bit funky. I've got to get some mold spray back in here at some point. The seats go flat. This is the landlord's. I'll put it in here so he doesn't walk off with it. Unlock. So as you saw, that door's locked now there. So I'm going to unlock the car now. Not with the Honda key, obviously. So the car's unlocked. You just heard the car unlock. Oh, it actually worked. That's a change. For the longest time it hasn't worked. So that's the car locked now. As you can see, it doesn't lock the door. So in the saxo then, all of this in the saxo, as you can see, I flooded it out like a moron. This one's a 5-speed manual, the 1.1 Desire. I've already shown you a video on the saxo, but there you go, look. There's the air vents, stereo. I'm going to change that, so I'll show you how to do a stereo properly on the car. We're going to change the speakers in this car. There's the bike again, look. In the back out of the way, and then I'll see. She's drying herself out nicely. This is the car you can see on my YouTube it's my YouTube channel picture. I'll put the key in the correct road. There you go. I'm just going to lock the back door. Again, now the car's completely locked. Here's the fuel tank. So there's the saxo, as I said, and that's that. So there you go. There's the Civic in its glory, and then there's the saxo. So yeah, that's all from me. And then we'll see what comes first, doing the lights on the saxo or doing the brakes in the Civic. Either way, there'll be a video on both. I can open the boot from the thing here. There you go, look. Boot opens fine, so I can still access the car if I need to access the car. Luckily I'm nice and tall, so I can access the car. But that's all from me. So that's the yeah, I'll get some pictures of her and then we'll see what we can do. So speak to you guys later.